Simon Cowell's story begins in the tiny mirror room of EMI Music Publishing, rather than the glittering world of showbiz. His rise from humble beginnings to become one of the most recognizable faces on television is a monument to his talent and perseverance. Cowell's tenure as a pop idol and judge in 2001 interjected with his ascent to fame. Throughout his career, Cowell was frequently questioned about his views on having children as Canada as ever was a resounding no. 9 to his brutally honest evaluations and Keen Woods endure Team 2 audiences globally on various selling platforms, which served as a prelude to the popular series American Idol. God. Because of his commitment to his work and his personal preferences, Noah's inability to have children seemed to contradict his portrayal of chaos, with children drawing on the walls and him having to follow a strict schedule, something he had no intention of doing. Nevertheless, life has a way of surprising us, as evidenced by his death on Valentine's Day in 2014. One of his former Flame singers, Sunita, was among those who found themselves grappling with Cowell, a sudden shift in perspective. She recounted her surprise when Cowell shared his entitlement about impending fatherhood. Simon Cowell Slave's unfortunate turn came with the birth of his son. The birth of his child with his girlfriend Lauren Silverman challenged his previously stashed position against parenthood. Sunita's feelings changed from shock to acceptance, although she understood that Cowell was taking great strategy into the news of Simon Cowell's enslavement as a father broke publicly as he continued to maneuver the entertainment business. He took his son Eric to special events at a location that seemed to be Congress, and his prior position as a stern talent judge demonstrated the undeniable change in his priorities as Kyle's career aspired to greater heights. The X Factor attracted over 14 million viewers, making it a cultural phenomenon. His opulent lifestyle included hosting parties for Poland and celebrity dinners in his West London mansion. But in an unexpected turn of events, Cowell chose to move out of his luxurious lifestyle in 2020 after an e-bike accident severely injured Cowell's back. This incident served as a turning point in his life, prompting him to reevaluate his priorities. The fame of Aldiara, which had previously driven him to pursue attention, now appeared to repel him. Cowell sold his $57 million, which was a bold decision. Holden Park, a place to retreat to peace and quiet, provides a rural getaway. The choice was motivated by a renewed yearning for solitude and a more straightforward life. In his discovered rural abode, Coward found the pleasure of being anonymous. The continual scrutiny and paparazzi, the practice life at Helen Park came to an end. He could now enjoy his cherished vehicles for leisurely. One of the most endearing things about Cowell's new life was that he could now spend quality time with his son Eric. The rural setting allowed the youngster to ride quad bikes, which encouraged a deeper run between father and son. Cowell's art collection and e-bikes found a new home in this peaceful setting far away from the bustle of CD Live. Why does the cow enjoy a solitude of us for a shower? While living in a rural area, he is not completely cut off from the spotlight. The area is known to draw other well-known figures who are trying to avoid the spotlight. Among his neighbors are the Beckhams and even Prince William. In this Korean setting, Cowell has managed to strike a balance between his need for privacy and his sporadic interactions with other celebrities in 2021. The entertainment industry was shocked to learn that Simon Cowell, the legendary music producer and television personality, was suffering from multiple myeloma. However, what the public was unaware of was that Simon chose to keep his diagnosis a closely guarded secret, only disclosing it to his family, Asian partners, and production partners. It was evident that Simon was afraid that making the public aware of his condition would negatively impact his reputation. Kawasaki's career experienced a significant shift when he sold his company, which had begun in 2004 as a record label and had grown into a multifaceted entertainment empire. Due to Carroll's decision to focus on becoming a TV personality, his company saw severe layoffs, and his relationship with ITV, the network that had played a major role in his career, started to deteriorate. With the exception of Britain Got Talent, Simon Cowell's recent endeavors have taken a different turn. He is now endorsing a mobile puzzle game, a departure from the glizzy talent shows that made him famous. While insiders have shared their thoughts on Cowell's evolving career and his desire to step away from the spotlight, there didn't seem to be any major projects in the works. Regarding his impending retirement, Cowell has not released any formal statements during the following 2 years. The aggressive chemotherapy treatments left Simon feeling neurotic and greatly affected his ability to enjoy his favorite pastimes, like playing golf and tennis. A brief period of hope emerged when the cancer went into remission shortly after his initial diagnosis. But this respite was short-lived as the disease returned in early 2022, with some metastasizing into myelodysplastic syndrome, a condition that frequently progresses into acute leukemia. Simon Cowell would undergo multiple stem cell transplants, all while using an alliance to avoid drawing unwanted attention. His most recent transplant took place in March 2023, when Simon Cowell was admitted to the CTO of Hope National Medical Center in Doherty, California, in July 2023 for a course of chemotherapy. His domestic struggles took an even more dire turn. Unfortunately, during his day, he contracted a serious infection that would ultimately prove fatal on August 24, 2023. Simon Cowell died as a result of acute leukemia complications. In 2021, Simon Cowell was given a startling diagnosis that marked the beginning of his journey with multiple myeloma. Myeloma is an uncommon but deadly cancer that affects bone marrow plasma cells in a guy renowned for his fortitude and tenacity. This diagnosis was a huge turning point in his life, and he chose to keep it a secret out of concern for how it might affect his reputation and profession if it were made public. Concerns about how the revelation might alter his perception were understandable, given that he works in a field that frequently requires introspection and unwavering energy. Instead, he chose to rely on his inner circle and loved ones for support as he set out on a difficult road to recovery. The entertainment mogul's struggle with multiple myeloma was nothing short of heroic. He had multiple stem cell transplants, each of which had a physical and psychological toll on him. These treatments were frequently carried out under a pseudonym, which allowed Cowell to retain his privacy throughout the arduous medical procedures. March 2023 saw the transplant of his memories and stem cells, which marked another significant milestone in his unwavering determination to defeat the illness. The toll that the chemotherapy took on Cowell's body was evident as he was forced to give up some of his favorite activities, like tennis and golf, and he struggled with the side effects of his treatments, which severely tested his mental and emotional fortitude. However, his resolve to fight the illness remained unwavering for a brief period of time, and it seemed as though Cowell's battle was winning as his multiple myeloma entered a state of remission. This brief respite allowed him to envision a life beyond the grasp of his merciless illness, but tragically cruelly twisting store in early 2022. The hallmark of MDS is aberrant bone marrow synthesis of blood cells, which frequently develops into acute leukemia. Cowell's health was in danger once more, and on July 20, 2023, the struggle against this new adversary became much more difficult. In an attempt to combat the relentless events of multiple sclerosis, Simon Cowell was admitted to the City of Hope National Medical Center in Doherty, California. There, he underwent chemotherapy. During his stay, however, he faced a formidable obstacle, a severe infection that threatened to derail his already precarious condition. Despite the unwavering efforts of his medical team, the infection proved to be incurable. As his illness grew worse, Simon Cowell's body's weaker defenses were unable to survive the attack. Tragically, on August 24, 2023, Simon Cowell passed away from complications brought on by acute leukemia. Thanks for watching my video.